Hey everyone, Egman here with another video, and today we're going to talk about the Rise of the Unison Store Championship that they announced like last week. Was it like less than a week ago? And I know maybe this could be super outdated, super fast, depending on how everything is. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm itching to go to more tournaments and all that. So maybe I'm going to getting too excited over something that might happen, but let's just do it. So. And they also have this little thing right here that if some places some stores might not do it because obviously they don't want to make an unsafe environment for people, but they have this tournament for August from the 1st to the 31st. And to celebrate the release of the new Unison Warrior series, stores can hold the Rise of the Unison Warrior Store Championship in August. Come join the fun by using your Rise of the Unison Warrior cards at the Store Championship. Please note that this is not part of the 2020 championship season, which means that you won't get a round one bye. But also, if you look at the format here, so it's singles constructed Swiss, nothing, no top cut, but 60 minutes, best of three, and only Unison Warrior Series Set 1 cards are allowed for this tournament, which is super cool. We haven't ever, there's never really been a format that at least are supported by Bandai where it's anything but just all the cards that are legal, right? We've had like a couple like small like draft tournaments and everything like that, but it's normally only legal cards, and so it's really cool to have these tournaments where that's only Unison Warrior Set 1. And yeah, especially because right now I think like a lot of new people need to be coming into the game, and there's kind of like this. I mean, obviously there's no events that have been happening and maybe not be happening in the future, right? So if we want some new players into the game, we don't want people who need like, especially they don't need like draft box 4 or 5 cards. That'd be a nightmare, right? So having this first month that hopefully that there are events and everything, just being able to use cards and be pretty much on like the same level as everyone else of who just bought the newest box too, like being able to have like that kind of equality, I think would be really nice for getting new people in and having fun and having just a really cool, unique kind of little format. So so only Unison Warrior Set 1, and also, I mean, like what people are doing anyways, they're doing it just for the participation. So for just joining, you get 2 packs of the Championship Pack 2020 Volume 2. So these bad boys, which have some nice cards like my baby Metacooler. You also get a Secret Rare Volume 1 and, Secret Rare foil version, so the new Sin Shenron card as well. And then you also get 1 event pack 06, which means you have a 10% chance of getting like a $50 card. Isn't that sweet? And like maybe turn on Power Arena and my boys sell. So I think that's really cool. I don't think these will be legal, but I'm like 99% sure that these Championship 2020 cards will be legal, as well as like the tournament 10 pack, which would mean like these new cards here, which we'll go over. And also, I believe that this new Goku, like the reboot Goku and Goku Black, I would assume that these 2 are legal cards as well. So it's just a really interesting format that you're able to do, and I think it's really exciting. I don't think it's going to be... I'm pretty sure it's only going to be through August, and then after that, they'll go to more traditional lists and restrictions and everything. But and I personally, real quick aside, I don't think it's a time for us to be shifting to like a rotation. I think doing a rotation right now would be like the worst idea ever. Only because there are a lot of people like myself who've been like slowly collecting cards over these last couple of weeks, just looking for deals and everything, and it'd be a real shame for all those cards, especially like during a time where like money is more questionable for some people, to just have all your cards like be null and void in the most part. So I think I think rotations could be good for this game, and I could see it in the future. And that's a huge different topic, but hopefully it doesn't come right now. I don't think it's going to be coming right now. If they just say September, you know what? Unison Warrior and not Overwhelm, but Infinity. What was the other one? Something, I don't know. The Infinity series, the multicolor series. Just those 2. That'd be pretty rough, but hopefully that's not what happens. But if we look at the cards that are legal, we've got pretty much the entire set here. We've got the 3 star decks, so the blue one, the black one, and the Frieza one. And then once again, some of the promos. I'm guessing these 2 promos, as well as the entirety of Volume 7. Which has some interesting cards with it, especially like these new counterattack ones, and of course you got these Frieza army guys that I've been using as well, and there's some like new like Goten stuff as well. real quick while editing this, I don't know if these two sets will be legal. I'm guessing they will, but they also have like the infinite unity symbol, so I'm not sure if they're part of like the, I don't know, set 10 thing, because normally they have them stamped. So these cards might be legal, or might not. I'm not sure right now. So yeah, let's just talk about this stuff real quick. So I think the first thing that we want to be really cool about is that this isn't like as bonk. Like without Universe 3, this is like a fair archetype. I think that's easy to say. Like without all the extra extension that this deck can get from doing stuff you're already doing, I think this deck is pretty good. We've got, I don't know, I've played with this deck a little bit and I've played against it a couple times. The only thing I don't really like about it is that this doesn't really do anything. Like you get like some cool advantage and everything like that, but you have a real hard time like getting a win condition. So maybe, and I mean, I guess you could see some of the usage with like some of the new like the blue cards, for example. We'll just do by cost. There we go. So yeah, I don't know, like the Fuse Amasu Divine Immortal could be like a really good win condition for these kind of things. And like this Vegito is fine. So like if you can EX evolve this for 4. If you leave your cards a blue trunks feature when this card is played or attack, your opponent chooses 2 cards in your hand, place them at the bottom of the deck in any order. So making like this card 4 isn't like too bad. And I think instead of thinking like how good the cards that we do have to be as like good bomb cards, I think the better thing to think about is also like the cards that won't be around. So like if we just do all series and short by like popularity descending, so we don't have Beans, we don't have Topo Righteous Aid, we don't have any of the multicolor super combos, we don't have like Great Ape Son Goku. Like everyone hates this card because we don't have Dimension Magic, like one of the best negates in the entire game. We don't have a Booney, we don't have like any of the, like I guess this mostly just sells like there's a Strangamemeha, but we don't have that. We don't have Champa the Trickster, unless like assumingly all the cards in the star decks also aren't able to be put in. If that's changed, I mean Champa's still fine, but maybe you have Dimension Magic. I don't think they're going to do that. I think you have to have like all cards that say Unison Warrior, like have the Unison Warrior little stamp down there. What else don't we have? We have no Celzino, we have no Rebrand Punishing Passion, we have no Great Ape Bardock, we don't have Bibbidi with Vegix is like dumb. I've said it. We don't have like a bunch of counterplays. It's really going to be single color because there's like none of these multicolor things. We don't have Nimbus. Those are like the huge ones, and I know like a lot of people those cards are really polarizing because they're really expensive, and I know that could be another video topic too, and like saying, oh, you have to have good cards to be good, but expensive cards to be good, but yeah, just a lot of potential, I think. And I think it also makes like the 3 secret rares that we can have a little bit better as well, and I guess technically 4 with all that, because you could play 1, get Senshinran, and then play it in another tournament probably. But looking just at cards for each color, so if we look at red, some of the multicolor stuff is just going to have a time. Like this Son Goku Rival Seeker, or even like this the Cell Xeno, like this guy, he's gonna have a hard time because he's not gonna have any of his support. But yeah, just let's look through the colors. So we've got stuff like Pilaf. This could be kind of good. I think the big thing about Pilaf is that you have like a bunch of guys with that be if your opponent could remove them pretty easy, you'd have a rough time. But if not, this could be like a really strong deck in a lot of ways. Being like this just has triple attack on a 25k, you get out for pretty for 3, which is pretty fine. And like the Pilaf leader, that could be good as well. Yeah, that could be a lot of potential. What's he do again? Yeah, 4 life or less, or you have 3 or more battle cards you can flip to. And then activate, choose 3 of your battle cards, place them in the drop area. Choose 1 of your red Unison cards against triple attack for the turn. So you just get like a bunch of attacks. I can see Yamcha being really good too. Like Yamcha with Vegito is already really nice. Yeah, if you have red Unison card in play when your opponent takes damage from a non-keyword skill on your battle card Unison card, deal 1 damage additionally. And like this Vegito, if your opponent doesn't have any battle cards in play, you can deal 1. I think that can, board clears aren't going to be as much of a thing right now either. So I think like going wide on board isn't as scary as it can be right now. So that's the red cards real quick. Looking at the blue cards, like obviously I think like the Trunks archetype, and also the I think this could. I have a hard time with this leader. I haven't played with him at all because he sucks to play with on tap. Right? You can't play this guy with digital hardware just as easy because you have to mess around with your life and everything. It's just a lot easier to do it analog in person. So I haven't played this deck at all, but I think Fusamasu could also be kind of good. He's got some good ramp cards, and like the best ramp cards are the Zeno and also the new one drop you get. So even though you don't get any of the other ramp from like other cards, I think this card's still pretty good. Where's the one drop Zamasu? Where is he? Did I pass him like 3 times? There he is, Cosmic Trader. Yeah, this card's good. I mean, like all these counterplays are gonna be. I mean, these cards are good already, but just the fact that you don't have any counterplays you can play with anyways means these are just fantastic. That's all I want to talk about the blue cards. Green, I'm trying my boy, Frieza. He's got like most of the cards he needs. He doesn't have like healing pod. He can't go with healing pod, so he can't get like extra value, but he still gains so much value just by himself that I think he's pretty good. He doesn't have a secret rare he can play, which is really hilarious because of all this. So you can't do that. But otherwise, I think he's really good in that sense. He's got a lot of his tools ready. I mean, all 3 of these star decks I think are like good starters. No pun intended for getting into like this format. So I think that's kind of good. And but yeah, looking at green, so like this Bardock's fantastic. And I mean, obviously like the Dredge Coup. Am I doing leaders too? Yeah, where's the leader? I probably passed him. Not the Ginyu. Ginyu might be good actually. If we're going down to just Unison 10 or Series 10, Ginyu might be good. But man, I must just be passing by. There he is. Okay. Yeah, this card, like all of his cards you play anyways, are pretty much in this deck already. You just put all the green cards that have the name Goku, Bulma, Vegeta, Piccolo Jr. or Gohan Jr. and you just put them in a deck. And that's pretty good already. Like, I think this card is pretty good. Just being able to get his archetype off, and like, there's like no way to remove this guy. So, the only thing about it is that like your opponent can go wide, but you can still like just like this is one of the best ways to like remove cards on the board. Like he just has like this really good removal there. So I can see him being very well off as well. What else? And then let's go to black. We could technically play like a mirror chain kind of thing. I mean, I guess we don't really have a leader for it, huh? Right? Yeah, we don't have any like new leaders, so I guess we'd have to use like Vegex, which wouldn't make sense because we'd need because like the 2-drop. I guess you don't. You can just play this card for free, and then you get this Mirror Explosion of Energy, which has crit barrier, and then you can warp 2 cards in their hand, so that's pretty good. All these, like this Bardock the Resolute and like Son Goku Power of Legend, both these cards are gonna be good as well. This is gonna have a rough time. This guy's gonna have a hard time without the cards. And Meki might actually be better than usual too. Like everyone's been talking about this card as a really good like counterplay card. But if you have like just a set of like under 200 cards, like there's like 150 cards, it can be really obvious what your opponent's going to do next turn. So just being able to play this boy and stop them preemptively could be really good as well. And then you're looking at yellow. Obviously, both these archetypes I think are going to be pretty good. I think Sin Shenron is going to like out the gates going to be dang good because you pretty much have all the cards you need anyways. You can just put all the Sin Shenron cards in one deck and be fine. I'm not sure if that's going to be like exactly 50, but it'd be pretty close. So let's just count them real quick. So let's say you put all the cards I'm talking about. You put 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 21 cards. So that's half a deck. Like okay, maybe this Gogeta as well. So 25 cards. So you need like another half of a deck. So maybe you can have like, I don't know if I put Release of Evil sets. So maybe I could just see you having like a hard time filling up the deck with this because like all these cards are good, but you need like some filler cards. But maybe you could put like some, I don't know, like you could put some Mecha Kuriba in it, and then you can also have like the yellow ball, just so you have like some like card draw from there. Or maybe like this Toa Twisted Sister as well, because I think that's just a generically good card. So I don't know, that's probably fine. And then also Gotenks. Because you can just use the leader. So the Gotenks leader is so busted, like just being able to draw cards. But you're going to be in a format where I think extra cards won't be as popular as well. So that could be a hindrance as well. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. I'm probably going to be brewing some decks. I'm going to make another announcement too, not just at the end of like a 15-minute video. But my stream on Friday is going to be shifting to Saturday, and I'm probably just going to be doing some like set 10 only decks, which would be fun to make and kind of brew with. So that should be fun as well. And that's really it I have about this. I think I'm really excited. I hope you kind of got some excitement from this too. Hopefully your excitement's not misplaced, and these events actually happen as well. But I think it's a really cool like little niche thing that they're doing. It helps people join tournaments and not like be intimidated that they don't have like cards from a year ago. They can just use cards that they got recently, and I think that's a really fun and cool idea. So that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what kind of deck you think will be best in this next in this like August format, and I'll catch you all next time.